Good evening, everybody. Today, myself, Dr. Sunita NM, Assistant Professor of Economics, Government First Grade College, Channagiri. So, today I am explaining about the break-even analysis. This is the third session of the break-even analysis, and it is the 50th session of this last model, 50th session. Now, in the last class, we are discussing about what is break-even analysis and what is the assumptions of the break-even analysis and the break-even point. That is, in the break-even analysis, it means where the total revenue intersect at the point of total cost. That is called upon the break-even analysis. And we also learned about in the last class break-even point in the chart, and we learnt about the table, and we also learnt in the last classes. In this last session we learnt about the meaning and objectives of the pricing policy. We also learnt about the methods of pricing policy. So this is the recall of this session, and the learning outcomes of this session, it enlighten the learner about customer satisfaction, employee welfare, social responsibility, and maximum point. This is the learning objectives of one objective. Second one, it enable the learner in decision which expand revenue or reduce cost. What is the learning outcomes? It enables learner to identify safe zone, loss zone, and profit zone through break even point. And the break even formula, the BEP is equal to total fixed BEP is equal to total fixed cost divided by selling price minus average variable cost. This is the formula of the break even formula. And another one, calculations of the break even analysis. Here in this table it would be explaining about the break even point is the number of unit of the commodity that should be sold earn enough revenue just to cover all the expenses without incurring losses. The break even is illustrated by the means of below the table. So here in this table it would be explaining about the point of the producers their output. It is in 150 units of the producer, 150 units. Here total revenue and the total cost both are intersect at the point of 150 unit of the output, that is called upon the break even point. If they produce 50 100, they are lasting stages. If the output is increases 200 250 300, the producer's profitability or profit zone, it is rises. That's why 150 unit of the amount, it is equal equilibrium break even point or a break even analysis. Now let me know about in this chart. Here in this chart it would be explaining about the break even point, cost and revenue. And cost and revenue, OX axis shows the cost and revenue and OY axis shows the break even. OY axis shows the prices. Here total cost and total revenue. Here red line it shows the total cost line, green line it shows the total revenue, and the blue line it shows the fixed cost. So here both the total cost and total revenue both are intersect at the point of E, that is called upon the break even point. So in this point it would we would explaining about this is the BEP, this is the profit zone, this is the safe zone. If they produce very less below the BEP point, the producers they point is called upon the loss zone. If they produce more and more amount of the commodity, the producers get more and more profitability, that is called profit zone. So this is the break even chart. Now, what are the limitations of the break-even analysis? Break-even analysis is an effective tool only for the short-term forecasting. This is one of the limitation. And the second one is that break-even ignore selling cost and concentrate only on production cost. And the break-even analysis is state as it assume a constant relationship of output to cost and revenue. The break-even analysis is the break-even analysis is only a supply side analysis. It is not an demand side analysis. So therefore, this is the what is break even analysis, what is the break even point, and what is the limitations of this study. So these are the limitations of the break even analysis. Okay, thank you, thanks for this opportunity, thank you very much.